All right, interested to see what the move is going to be here from ECSTATIC. Very quickly up ramp. Zantares the first one to face. Flash is coming in to maybe facilitate a peek, but indeed able to find the first. I was going to say maybe not as aggressive as you would expect. It's Zantares who keeps fragging in, though. And now the Julies are in play for him, or will get taken out by Dafu. Surely you would say the damage has been done. However, 2 versus 2. Wolfie the only healthy one here. And getting that bomb down is going to be a challenge. Runs out of ammo. Both of them now so very low. Will manage to make their way across, or well, Wolfie will. Dafu doesn't. It's now just going to be down to the Glock up close, and he can't find the headshot. Oh, bit awkward. Manx able to win the fight out, though, and that was a move that Eternal Fire went for. You can see from the flash, see from the aggressive stepping, they're not able to find it, and that could be crucially important. We'll wait to be on to a few players and, you know, a couple of tags up for the A1S to get one taps, etc. However, things looking, a little rough. Again, they're going to try and go for the aggression. Doesn't quite work out. Something that I think, you know, you touched on with me prior to the broadcast. Let's just say,
ECSTATIC, if they take their time too much, this could be a disaster. But it looks like Calix has made the wrong move. He's going towards A, and it's the A hit's going to come in as Calix on the wrong bomb site. How does Zantares get the first kill? Dinks up the second. Xfloud finding 2, and it might have been Amanda's advantage, but huge work coming out from the Eternal Fire players on this A bomb site. It's just Wolfie remaining. The flank comes in. It's fallen apart here. 7 seconds remaining. Is he going to die after time? No, he doesn't. Still falls in the end, but Eternal Fire even.
But I do feel that there's a lot more to show from Calix. So we'll see whether he can tap into that here. We're going to have a B hit coming in. So testing the B defense on the ECSTATIC side of things. Again, big damage with the utility and not a single kill for the T side. What now? Goodness me. Eternal Fire looking very, very prepared here for the Vertigo. That is incredibly scary from ECSTATIC, you have to say. They play it a lot. They have a 90% win rate. You know, that is insane. But Eternal Fire looking more than ready.
Yeah, just crumbling here, ECSTATIC, and you know, Eternal Fire can play Vertigo. The problem is that ECSTATIC, they pick into this map on almost every occasion. Some people even consider this team to be maybe world-class on the map, and for the moment, despite the round where they went up 5-on-3, they're not even finding openings into these rounds. The B hit, it was a nice idea. But Wolfie still conspiring to bring them back into it. Zantares, he's not on board with the narrative. Takes one down. Dafu left alone, 1-on-3. Bomb dropped in the open. In the isolate these fights, he has a chance. An Xfloud.
Not going to be the case.
Yeah, as you saw there on the scoreboard graphic just there, no bomb plants beyond the pistol round. The aggression, though, for both teams. 1-for-1 trade at the moment. Manx, he thinks about going for the duel, but Calix is on an absolute test with 11-0 on your opponent's map pick to kick this one off. The bomb site is totally formidable defense here. ECSTATIC can't get anywhere near that bomb site.
Goodness me. This is very surprising, honestly. And I think something that could be difficult to deal with. You know, relentless aggression on the CT side was very much Vertigo of old, I would argue. Oh, Flame's a little bit weird there. Wolfie does manage to get it done. And we'll get taken by
over. Wolfie on the AWP. Flasher. He's now pushing up close on the flashbang. He comes through. There is one behind sandbags. And Zantares says, I'm going to be the aggressor here, not you. Pushes out 2 frags through the smoke. There's a new smoke criminal in town, and that's Zantares.
Goodness me. Absolute filth. And he just gets his sprays almost perfectly as well. Daffy going to walk into Woxic. Not a chance. And again, the relentless aggression is just too much to deal with. Now becomes a battle of survival for ECSTATIC, right? You're going 9-0 down. I mean, the 4 rounds even looks inviting here, but 5 absolutely going to have to be hit. And even that, you know, we begin to question, and they might begin to question themselves. Manx will take down Calix, and the B-bomb side is not perfectly defended. They are low on utility. Wolfie's got the smoke here for the cross. Not going to use it as yet. Yeah, just jumps across. Okay, nice and confident. He goes for the reface. That's a smart move, you know. Going to get the bomb down here. 2 versus 3. Certainly not out of the question. Manx on a little bit of a headshot angle. Nobody coming from the flank, so it is not impossible. However, Wolfie goes down a bit too soon. Nade goes in. That should do the job, and it will. So, again, even trying to big them up in a sense for ECSTATIC to take their first round doesn't come as Eternal Fire looking unstoppable. But we are getting to that territory of, right, it now becomes a case of denying the 16-0 rather than actually taking your own map pick. So really, really worrying stuff.
The angle.
Oh, that is gorgeous from Woxic. Oh, my goodness. A great spot. A great find. Calyx in for another. Fashion's just out in the open, looking to scrap. And, well, maybe that's what they needed here. Able to find a double. Calyx goes down to Wolfie, and all of a sudden, we fight fire with fire on that ECSTATIC side.
Yeah, for sure. Finally being able to actually punish the over-aggression. Emor and Woxic remaining. Out of the B-bomb site for now. Woxic catching players alone time and time again, Scriv. These T players getting picked apart. No trades. Where's the team play? But it doesn't matter when Dafu is hitting shots like those. Woxic left alone. They have good money in the bank. I think he's going to go for it. And Woxic keep the streak alive. Is 11-0 possible?
Well, you might as well go for it. I think it's going to be tough on the orb. He goes for the outside swing, and the flash just isn't good enough.
Opening map of the series. Wolfie trained on that top yellow position. Xantares not scared at all. He's facing behind the Molotov. The scoped weapons, though, are perfect to counter such plays. Another opening pick for an ECSTATIC. They can't let another slip away. That would be heartbreaking.
Emor with the swing.
Calyx behind this quad position. He's a little bit isolated from his teammates and soon to be under a lot of pressure. Peeks out. The flashbang is so good. Somehow finds another. Fasher chiming in with two. Coming over the window position is Emor as his teammate is on the flank. Keep an eye on XFloud. He's the X factor here. Emor taking his time, but the flanks on the flanks on the flanks. Dafu coming in from window, catches Emor from behind. It's just XFloud. Gets one, but surely there's no opportunity. Surely there's no chances. Surely they can't lose another man advantage. Peeking wide. Fasher's in the open. Can't connect. Nobody's hitting shots. Fasher goes down one-on-one. Sticking the bomb. 3, 2, 1. Dafu not peeking. Oh my god.
He got off it. I don't know. Dafu looked like he didn't really see him, to be honest with you. So certainly he could have got away with it if he decided to hold. They're maybe expecting a little bit more of an eco here. At the very least, they've read into the fact that there is limited utility on the side of Eternal Fire. Quick B-rush coming in, 4v3 just like that. And I think you've got to say, if you don't have a kit, Xantares has got the belt of utility, but that's about it. He goes down on the flank, actually. I think you're safe here, boys. Kind of your only option, and they will indeed go for it. So, ECSTATIC.
Yeah, for me, still a feeling in the air, to be honest, of potentially a little too late. But even so, nice to see these rounds coming in on the board. CT money, though, is in the bin. Emor, $100. XFloud up to 600 now with the frags. But Calyx, 500. Woxic, 400. The buy in the next round of the juice scope will be terrible. Flash is nice. Wolfie is going to deny any saves.
So this suddenly becomes very, very scary if they can get good timing on it. And of course, with 2 players in towards middle, your A-bomb site is left a little weaker. But XFloud on the quick flank. Emor finding a kill with the spam. This suddenly looks very scary.
Yeah, indeed. And all kind of penned in here on towards ramp, trying to gain some space from this Ivy position. But Xantares, Smoke Criminal again doing work, but it's XFloud.
So there is certainly potential if ECSTATIC get off to that explosive start.
Loads of players, though, in towards mid here. Xantares. Post up on the angle. Daphne not thinking about facing the flash. Can't connect, and the shots are even better from Eternal Fire. 5 on 3. Starting to wrap this B-bomb site. Where's the response here from ECSTATIC? They're going down immediately. Not a contest so far. Fasher does prime 1, but there's way too much work to do. Eternal Fire, they are on an absolute tear here on Vertigo.
The fact that it's been that long since they've had a scoreline work against them in such a fashion really does speak to how much work I think Eternal Fire have done into this pick.
XFloud opening it up, somehow finding an opening pick in towards mid. It looks like Dafu tried to get aggressive, is a reply from Bird from Sky.
Kit available as well for ECSTATIC, so his B defense is going to have to be decent. Doesn't need to be incredible, but they need to indeed find a kill or two, and so far, so good. Manx gets one, set up for a second, and I'm fairly confident that we should be all good here. Eternal Fire also without utility. Wolfie spams away to get the kill onto XCloud, just Woxic, and he can't get it done there with the AK. So
give these Eternal Fire guys an inch, and right now they're taking an absolute miles. Antares, again, so aggressive, so much confidence. First frag goes his way. Still two on the bomb site. Fashion trying to do work, can't connect though. Emor, how did he survive there and even finds the frag, and Woxic tears the head easily off of Wolfie. Falling by the wayside here are ECSTATIC. No response to the Eternal Fire fraggers.
Manx will manage to find XCloud. Gonna need a lot more than that, of course. Daffy's the one in on the site. The smoke goes down, and so will he. Manx now the only one left. He's retrieved an AK. There's a couple low HP bars. Might as well go for it and try and pull off something heroic. The first kill, not taking any damage. And the second. So they do need to be a bit careful. However, Calix is on the backside, which I think will catch him a little bit off guard. He's going to tap onto the bomb, though. Forces him all to make a bit of a move here. In that it could be a fake out will go down. It's Calix on the backside. This is what I'm saying. The player that might be unknown. He's going to go for the 10-second hold. It certainly will be tough. Calix has got to make a move in. 2 seconds to go. Spamming away and just no. Yes. No. I'm okay. Able to just about get it done. Goodness me.
Allowing us to see the stats in a very different light at the moment. Look at the buy here from ECSTATIC. They know they have to get aggressive. MP9's in hand. XCloud, though, he's got no interest in this being a closer map. He wants this to be over now. He wants to put the boot down on the throat of Eternal Fire and ECSTATIC even. Wrong way around.
And then he dipped out. Language barriers, maybe. Probably. Imor with a nice one-tap to open us up into this exchange. He actually gets 2. Dafu will trade out Calix, but again, heroics required. Manx is on the B-bomb site. Dafu's here with half HP. Woxic will take him down easily. And I think, folks, that might be all she wrote. We'll see. Manx once again required to clutch.
Yeah, the only man left standing between ECSTATIC and losing their map pick. Vertigo, they love it. They pick it all the time when it's open. But Eternal Fire, safe to say here, too hot to handle. 16-5. 4 players stacked up towards A for the T side. 4 in defense for the CTs. A meat grinder, I think, is just about to follow. Turkish players swinging in. First 2 kills go the way of the CT side. Bird from Sky 2. 1 for Wolfie, 1 for Dafu.
Slowly but surely getting flanked out by Fasher here. Look for a kill or 2. Timing, though, going to work against him. Fasher takes him down easily enough. So there you are, ECSTATIC, exactly. We see how much the turnaround comes in for ECSTATIC. Yes, it was a banger of a pistol, but there is still, as we talk about, that certain random element in places. Could have gone the other way with the Glock train just spamming away. However, the aggression in from ECSTATIC, they're not afraid, they're not thwarted, and Fasher even gets the 180 frag. The dynamic duo of Fasher and Wolfie just ripping the round open. Take the AK into the next. How do you feel about this? Are you a fan of doing this? I personally don't know how I feel about it. It's going to, once again, as it always does, throw that economy.
Connector setup, though, here from ECSTATIC. This is a big switch up. Last time around is aggressive in towards mid, but this time Fasher on the off angle. Where's the trade? Scriv, it's way too late. And Wolfie is ready and waiting. Emor is in front. Oh my god. How does Wolfie get that frag?
XCloud creeping in. Bird from Sky on that secondary AWP is somewhat vulnerable, but scoped in, ready for the peak. Ooh, lands the tag, but gets unlucky. Just through the corner, you can see there, the bullet hole in the wall, just through the corner of the wall. XCloud will therefore take him down. So, 3 versus 2 and a vulnerable A bomb site now. Definitely not out of the question. 20 seconds, Dafu going to have to go large once again.
Yeah, but we've already seen it, though. He loves playing this position, loves the off angles. On the wide, so we can see perfectly. XCloud swinging in. Where's the trades? Is so late. Is Woxic spread out again, and Dafu punishes.
Eternal Fire, then, it continues to paint the picture that they are severely struggling. Imor. Ooh, going for contact. Nearly gets lucky. unfortunately, got to be careful that he doesn't get caught from the backside, but it was all a setup. Not really ready for it, are they? Just Bird from Sky. We'll spot the shadow of the first, but can't get the kill, and I think that's a save, to be honest. They do have money available if they want to go for it. It's also a tough one. He only sees, like, the one player. It could be a lurking presence. There's only 10 seconds anyway. So, yeah. Will be the save. Woxic needs to be a little careful here.
They will have reasonable economy behind this one moving forward. ECSTATIC saving those guns over.
Approach, I guess, moving forwards into your rifle buys. So we'll see how it goes. This aggression in towards Monster, pretty solid. Wolfie to take out xCloud as well. We're back to that regularly scheduled programming, it feels like, Alan.
And Eternal Fire might be walking straight into the blender.
Looks to be the case. Wolfie will find the first. Fasher might not even be tested. There's only 10 seconds left. They're going to move to save. Flash comes in. He's able to drop Woxic, and that's the important one. That was the AWP making it through this round, and that very heavily resets all that money that they were able to make, right? If Woxic had survived there, I think they go for it. Molotov comes raining over. That's going to push him out. Takes a bit of damage. Oh, Flash comes over. He gets incredibly lucky to actually make it back towards Bank there. But they have given up the site, right? And as you mentioned, he was by himself. They tried to lean. Didn't quite work. Can't get the banger. And therefore, a fully fledged 5-on-5 retake going to be a little bit tough. They don't have a lot of utility. 3 flashes is all for ECSTATIC. So really rough stuff. Woxic's found a wall bang, and that might just start to seal the deal here. Push comes in, all the bodies falling, and Eternal Fire have turned it around. Wolfie finds one, but now he has to hightail it out of there. From Eternal Fire to be able indeed to turn the round on its head. Fasher wins the fight against xCloud. So a nice keen opener. Oh, gotta be careful. He'll be able to make it out for now. Maybe re-aggress in. He does go for it, and it will cost him his life. Zentaris is left pretty low. Sky, who, yeah, keeps, unlike Wolfie, changing between those A angles, spots him out at long, calls for the assistance, and even puts up a defense of his own. Able to find the first. Flashes coming over the top. There's only 10 seconds, by the way. That is the bomb that's hit the deck there. So really, really difficult now for them to get back in. Burst from Sky finding another. There's only 5 seconds. Woxic and Calyx will manage to get it through. The bomb plant just in time. It does set up Woxic for the 1 versus 2. I was going to say maybe he gets overwhelmed, but Manx goes a bit too fast. Wolfie waiting. If he pulled the trigger, he might have gotten away with it. Not going to be the case, though. So we are back into the 1v1.
Certainly feels like advantage. Woxic has been able to reposition in towards the toilets area, and Wolfie, he's got a lot of angles to clear here on that AWP. There is a smoke for the bomb. As we know, spamming the bomb on the AWPs can be a little bit tricky, but Woxic stands strong, peeks out the perfect timing, and Eternal Fire chaining rounds together. CT money in the bin. It looked very, very dicey at the early stages of this half, but they are slowly but surely turning this run around.
Replays do kind of speak for themselves. Again, it does come in, you can argue. Bird from Sky did a very good job. His teammates a little bit too fast, I think.
Looking brilliant here on the T side. ECSTATIC, for me, struggling really to find the opening picks. Now the Eternal Fire, the aggression, the team play is looking so much sweeter, and Fasher called upon again. Zentaris is so late in terms of the trade, and Fasher punishes. Great round from the Dutch player, and Wolfie stands strong as well. 3-on-2 already. Eternal Fire feeling worse for wear.
Fasher able to find another. Looking real sharp. Immor, meanwhile, going to be the last one once again.
At least individually, they're looking brilliant on that A-bomb site. So Eternal Fire, maybe. Time to think about B a little bit more.
ECSTATIC going to have to look to keep this one running. I think certainly when Eternal Fire have had their backs against the wall, they have to come up with something. They have found multiple ways of smashing said wall down, but this time the B rush is going to come in. They're more than ready once again. Big damage on the nade, big frag for Dafu before he gets traded out. Now into the 4-on-4, and Eternal Fire looking a little unsure of how to approach things.
Getting very chaotic here on the site. Smoke's laid down. Bird from Sky finds one, but xCloud swinging into the water position. This is on an absolute knife edge. Bird from Sky is not aware that there's a player on the jail side. Now it's just Wolfie remaining top performer on the CT side. and not looking to relent this round just yet. Orpa on Orpa, bomb in the hands of Woxic. The Scriv, how does he get out after planting the bomb? He's going to be trapped here towards default. He jumps out just in time. Wolfie on the angle. Oh, that might have been the opportunity. 1-on-1 here, do or die.
Shotgun open, no scope. Perhaps required. Scope going to be heard there, by the way. He swaps onto the A1S. Oh, my goodness. Woxic doing such a good job of playing around and making sure not to give the game away. Wolfie has no idea, but Woxic can't land the shot. Wolfie's reactions on point. ECSTATIC up to 8 points now on the CT side. Oh, my goodness. Absolutely wonderful stuff in the 1v1.
Felt like Woxic, honestly, was playing it so well, didn't it? Playing around the pillar. You could see the whole time there, Wolfie was looking towards Monster. He was so certain. That's where the terrorist player was in waiting.
Sure, there's been an awful lot done by ECSTATIC in this half, actually. Oh, Wolfie going to find the first. That's over at the bathrooms.
As this round goes, having an absolute field day. Another opportunity, can't connect. Fasher, let's try and help his buddy out, but it doesn't work. Wolfie caught in the open. Nice entries from Eternal Fire. A-bomb site, much lesser defended. It is a nice smoke towards long. That might delay. 2 up here now for ECSTATIC. Eternal Fire, they played it smart, Scriv. They put the brakes on. Now the OS is on ECSTATIC. Take some information or take a bit of a risk. Man down here.
Bird from Sky. Oh, the nade does land. X-Flag really low. It doesn't really matter for the AWP too much. Wins the fight there. We're back towards short, though, of course, where the vast majority of Eternal Fire are coming in. Manx with the off angle. Immediately clapped out. And that might just be a deciding factor. Dafu, oh my goodness, they've overlooked him, and he comes in for the double. Xantares, though, crisp as ever, chimes in for his third. 10 seconds remaining. Bird from Sky going to look to close the gap here with the pistol out. Knows that he's relatively low. He escapes around the corner, and Xantares will win it. The blind spray down on the edge of the smoke gets it done. The powerhouse of Turkey comes alive for the 5th.
Yeah, 4K from him, and honestly, we could say a reasonably quiet T-side so far from Xantares, but man alive, can he open up bomb sites? Nice opening pick coming up from short. Look at that. Rips the head off of Manx, and of course, the 1-on-X. Now, if the last round was a mixed bag by what on earth is this from ECSTATIC? 4 pistols in play, Manx aggressively on towards B, finds one. Somehow Wolfie wins out in that trade, and Woxic seems to have heated up here. Towards the latter stage of this first half, Fash is still in long toilets on the off angle. X-Flow not clearing. That was his opportunity, and X-Flow punishes his man advantage, and Xantares gaining ground.
Xantares, oh, might just have spotted the play around the corner. I think he did. They go for the wide peek into it. Dafu, not ready. Now just Manx. Nearly saw him pull off a clutch of this caliber over on Vertigo. Couldn't quite get it done. He's found the first into this one. Here's Xantares running away. But Xantares is trying to, you know, bait him out, fake him out, really. And indeed, it is going to work. Xantares finds that final kill. Good read, good play, and a good half overall. And we begin here with a small lead for ECSTATIC.
Yeah, it was such a strong start from ECSTATIC, but Eternal Fire held strong. Pulled it back on the T side. And now we join ourselves in the second half. Ema up close, Deagles in hand. First frag goes his way. Swiftly traded, though. Dafu, beautiful shots. That Glock in hand. Sitting back of these CT side players, and Fasher punishes his huge round from the Dutch player. 4-2 now, but the flank is coming in from Woxic. Maybe that could be the difference maker.
Certainly is possible. Bomb goes down. Woxic on that backside. In hand. Quick flick onto the first. Xantares knows where Dafu is, and he's like, come on, man. Give me the peek. Get out of here. Move. Join your teammate or something. It's a tough one to clear on your own. There it is. Dafu does peek into Xantares, but Xantares is the one who ends up not being ready. Flash comes round. There is a kit available. Woxic, sorry, trying to move towards that. Can't find Dafu. 3K coming in from the big man.
Balloon's position. Nobody spotted for the moment. Repositioning in towards Connector as somehow Emor is caught. Manx out in the open. Xantares takes the tick. They know he's there. He's trying to fall back. He's in such a difficult spot. And fortunately, Woxic is here to help bail him out, but he can't connect. The flash is too good. Gaining ground now as well. Woxic trying to fall back, and he goes down immediately. That felt like a golden opportunity there for Eternal Fire to open this one up, but ECSTATIC, they find the frags.
And just holding. They got 1:05. Why rush? X-Cloud looking to be the spanner in the works, though. Ooh, we'll catch Wolfie quick switching there. Find Fasher as well. This could be massive, but Fasher will dip under the bullets. 3 versus 2. And I think Imor and Calix going to try and do that old let's pull off a save. But Calix has said, hold on. Could have a good flank here. Dafu's watching him. But again, you can always lose the fight. Nice shoulder peek, but a nice reposition from Dafu off the back of that. And, well, Imor's made his way up. But, again, they don't need to rush in. Don't be interrupting while everybody's making these mistakes. Now they'll start to move forwards with only 20 seconds left. Imor trying to hide away. Takes down Fasher. They'll get their rifles back out. Go for the push in, and that's where it does get a little dicey. Lands some big damage onto Dafu, but Dafu with the 4K. So we'll see. Eternal Fire, what stops are they going to pull out? As they say. Oh, Calix to find the first onto Manx through the smoke, I believe, in Monster.
Swallow their pride and wait out these nades before they can even think about a sight hit.
Oh, no way. What is that timing? Zantares on the top edge of that smoke, moves away just as Wolfie peeks in. That could have been the frag to really, really start hammering this one home. So don't forget that. 30 seconds left. ECSTATIC. Well, looking anything but at the moment. A little stuck for ideas. Woxic going to find Fasher out towards long. And now what? They've got the money available, but it does feel somewhat futile. 18 seconds to break into the site. Wolfie able to find one. Woxic keeps on chiming in, though. And they just have no time, bro. This crossfire should be enough to get the round, and I think they know it. Bird from Sky and Wolfie going to turn away, get out of here, save what they have into the next round. All good in terms of affecting the economy because, like I say, they have so much money. But Eternal Fire, the must win.
He's in that cubby in towards B short water. Dafu on the edge is spawning out that head. I think for the moment, peeking in Calix, ready and waiting in towards the sandbag's position, finds the first, gives up that control. Now Emor comes into play, and maybe he won't even get checked. And Manx, I think he might even got caught off guard there, but the headshot was just too good. 4-on-4, and Bomb is making its way over towards A.
Nasty stuff for sure. Again, still hangs in the balance. We've got 2 players ready and waiting for this one. Wolfie spots the player out. However, Zantares, oh, if he got checked, he does get traded quickly, but he looks away from what he thought was a flash, maybe. Very, very awkward indeed. Nonetheless, 3 versus 3 comes in. They get the bomb down. Calix and X-Flav relatively low. So are Manx and Bird from Sky. It really is scaling up. Watching for the flank is going to be Manx, but Calix has a good chance for it. As mentioned, low HP bars. Manx looking to push into him. Wolfie as well, going to go for the peak with him, but Calix reads it. Manx will take him down, and now into the 2-on-2.
All 4 players such low on the HP bars. Pushing up, though, is X-Cloud, getting in behind Manx, and Manx is first to fall. The plant is ticking a long way down, and Bird from Sky connects with the first shot. There's only a few seconds remaining, and he only has to buy time as Bird from Sky. We don't think of him as an AWPer, but he's hitting a lot in this game. A huge round from the in-game leader.
Yeah, really, really playing well. It is great to see. And as I mentioned at the top of the series, I think it's one of the key things that has allowed the upswing for this ECSTATIC team is that Bird from Sky actually maybe freeing himself up a bit more or whatever it may be.
A few of these rounds have definitely come off the back of the heroics of the in-game leader. Flashbang then for Zantares to peek aggressively. Flashbang in response from Dafu. Doesn't even need it. Domes Zantares before it even pops. Manx in behind those sandbags. Bit of a boost here towards shorts. Beautiful camera work. See that one in play. Still free on B here for Eternal Fire. They made the right stack, but they might be walking right into the clutches of Manx, and he misses his opportunity. 4-on-4 now. Short control in the hands of Eternal Fire.
Bird from Sky wants to get in the corner. Excuse me. Flashbang incoming. I think he's released it, actually. So, Curious to see what they do with it. Immor's going to take a swing. War could have been big. Could have been big, to be fair. However, he will get clapped out. And now the rotation's coming in thick and fast. They've still got his presence on short. Never mind. Down it goes. All onto Woxic and xFloud. It feels to save the game. Their money will be in absolute tatters after this one. So really not looking too good. Bomb goes down. No kit available. They have to defy the odds massively. Wolfie has the crack angle.
Only one way to find out. But this round looked brilliant from ECSTATIC. Entry's doing so much work, and Dafu, again, in terms of impact frags, doing so much work here on the T side. Woxic trying to save over this AWP. Dafu's not going to allow him. Another free K for Dafu.
There you go. Maths degree coming in handy. Either way. Either way. 7 in a row required from Eternal Fire. And indeed, we'll see what they're able to do. Bird from Sky going to find the first. Maybe we are not going to get that game extension that Eternal Fire so desperately want.
xFloud, nice reply. Zantares somehow coming off the top of connector finds another for himself. Basher seems to know what's up though. He knows both the A players are stuck in this connector position. He's gaining ground, so a little bit of a switcheroo. Ring a Rosie. Bomb site now in the hands of the T side. Man advantage though in the hands of Eternal Fire. And of course, there's no losing out on this one. They have to stake their claim in this retake.
Fasher on the backside as well could be massive. Oh, great flick. That right eye peak, of course, helping him out a little bit. Calyx and xFloud, though, with their flanks through, are able to make things a 1 versus 3 for Manx. Again, in the clutch. Has been quite keen in it. Has yet to really pull off a major one. Will be heard, will be spotted, but they line up for him. Oh, and he's got them both with hardly any damage. He knows where xFloud is coming from. Going to try and bait things out. xFloud, no kit. Gets off it quickly. There's no time. And Manx will get it done. xFloud finds him, but the game is over. Map 3 required here between ECSTATIC and Eternal Fire, and a cheeky stealing from Eternal Fire. Going to have to maybe move away from it eventually. However, Bird from Sky is here with the utility. So what is the game plan? Jump peak comes through. Fasher spotted out, also does some spotting of his own. Bit of nade damage onto Bird from Sky, and Fasher getting aggressive dry. But they're keeping them here. They're keeping them distracted. They do, like I say, have this utility. Bird from Sky going to opt to move away and perhaps set up the apps pop that has been slowly but surely pushing forwards. Fasher picking up Calyx as well, continues to sell the fact. Immor, playing out in the corner, gets timed on, maybe needed to spin around as he heard those footsteps coming in. It's fallen apart. Fasher's just killed them all on B. Rotation even coming in from the likes of Woxic. xFloud good for 1, but that has got to be the round. And Eternal Fire not even getting red in a sense. They literally just got bashed out by one guy.
Yeah, that was meant to be the lurk, the misdirection. He's hit the ground running here on Inferno.
Looks like they're more than ready for this B hit. Smoke going to dissipate on the CT end of things. Molly to replace it. But very quickly, they move back towards the A side, and Bird from Sky gets the catch on Immor. 2 more players remain, 20 seconds remain, and certainly could fall apart quickly. They're expecting maybe some heavier rotations, but they are more than ready, these 2 remaining players. However, they get clapped out immediately. xFloud was the only one left standing, and he can't.
What does it matter? I suspect we're going to see quite a highlight reel in terms of frags. This round closes out. Chicken. He's off to KFC. He didn't make it. From Eternal Fire. Retake nades for that top banana position coming in. This is going to do a lot of damage, actually. It's going to force these entry fraggers out before the nades have been committed. The flashes are brilliant. Only now, though, they're starting to connect, and Zantares swinging in from CT finds 2 for himself. More mollies going down, and this round alone is crumbling for ECSTATIC. Having to wait out so many nades. The smoke's going to come in behind it. What do you do here, Scriv? Do you go through the smoke? Doesn't look like it. They're going to have to swallow their pride and just sit back for the moment.
Pretty tough scenario to find themselves in. They keep eating the nades as well. So it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Trying to boost Wolfie over. Can't really see anything. There's a player about to move towards Coffins who does need to be careful. Not really peeking too wide, those. And Ties with another nade. Oh, Fasher goes down. Dafu eats the vast majority of the damage as well. So really solid stuff here for Eternal Fire. 30 seconds left. 2 remain on that T side, and they have a hell of a job to do. Flash comes around. Dafu does well to find one, honestly. Wolfie has managed to pick up a single frag. He's not really fancying his chances. He knows that he's very susceptible to a smoke push. This is a good read, though. Probably, expecting the one player. Misses his shot, lands the second one. However, he's not expecting the second, but he hears the flash come in. So he could do some serious damage here. Woxic holding the crack, though, and will take him down. ECSTATIC.
Limited nades remaining as well as Antares. He's priming that flash, though, and as soon as these nades start to fly over, flash will be in play. Molly comes out first. Flash comes second. Calyx around new box. Antares peeks off his contact. Dafu, though, stands strong. Under pressure, he finds 2, but look at the HP bar on some of these terrorist players. It was a 4-on-3. Fasher, though, chimes back, but still, look at Dafu and Fasher. If they even get tickled by bullets, they're out of this round.
Yeah, absolutely. Banana Smoke coming in as well to give control back. Great retake smoke from xFloud. Will isolate one of those players, but they're moving quite slowly into this. You know, the thing is, they don't have all the information that these players are as low as they are. xFloud will take out Dafu as he tries to get aggressive. Wolfie has to do a lot of the heavy lifting here then. But they've not given themselves enough time, Alan. This, very strange. Very strange. I think Wolfie has potential to go down to the bottom. Nah, okay, so he just about survives in the corner there. All the same, not give that same presence. Let's go for it later on when perhaps they've launched their nades into the unseen. However, Calyx still got a molly available here. Oh, it's a fake out, though. With only 20 seconds left, Bird from Sky goes rushing into CT. He catches him or off guard. This is genius. We'll see what the A defenders can get done in on the site itself, though. 10 seconds to get the bomb down. Might not have given themselves enough time. 6, 5, 4, 3. Just got it in, I believe. It is awfully close, but ECSTATIC will get the plant through, forcing...
Saving into the next round. Potential for a buy with some drops. See what they choose to go for, but that's ECSTATIC.
Forget or not be able to check the time. Woxic, though, aggressive angle in towards second mid. Will manage to find the opener.
Yeah, important opener. Feels like it's been far too long. He's Eternal Fire started off with the advantage. Antares trapped behind the sandbags, trying to get his nades off. Good job in the end. A apartments. Just on his left-hand side, creeping their way out. Fasher working through the angle, spotting the barrel. First goes the way of xFloud, dropping off, trying to find the traders Dafu, but can't immediately, and that might be too late. The rotator here now, and with 37 seconds remaining, 4-2. What on earth do you do here if you're ECSTATIC?
Well, you say a few prayers, and you give it your best shot. Antares with the off angle. Flash comes in for Wolfie to peek. Oh, Antares could get the perfect timing here. One's made it around the corner, but the bomb hasn't. And now Wolfie, the only one left. He's also getting flanked out from the bot side. Just going to run away and save. Again, they've got plenty of cash. Not loads, but all the same, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. It is just that kind of futility. And you also don't want to give them a double AWP as well. So... we'll see whether they can continue to deliver. Woxic's looked a little better in recent rounds. Great early pick onto Wolfie once again. Starting to win out on that AWP duel a little bit more than he was in the early portions of this half.
Double nades forces back Antares, and I think ECSTATIC are starting to learn what's up. They know they're playing passive here on B. They're looking for the jewels, but...
now they'll go for the proper hit in at B. CT smoke comes through. Another molly. Maybe gives them a bit more room to work with than you would like. But it buys time, at the very least, for one rotation. They've also got the push down middle. So looking good here. Nice nade onto Calyx. Antares gets his flash, though. Only good for the one. Manx while blind will take him down. Bird from Sky has fallen. I don't think he's going to get the plant in here. Actually, he does. The flames making things, I guess, hard to see for Imor. All the same, the round will go the way of Eternal Fire.
Imor somehow threaded the needle here. He's actually pushed for apartments, and he catches Bird from Sky from behind. Dafu's lurking out of A apps as well for good measure. This round is all over the place. A bomb site now in the hands of Dafu. Bomb still yet to come over, and Imor is still in boiler. Important frag. Second one's even better. Still trapped out of mid with Fasher, and his teammates now rotating over for just a second there. It looked brilliant for ECSTATIC when they had the side control, but Emor in Boiler, what a monster performance from him.
Man, this Eternal Fire team, they might be down at the moment and, you know, still potential for ECSTATIC to take a hefty lead going into the second half, but they make you work so hard in every single map. Oh, and Wolfie even going to go down after time there. So, massive stuff. Probably, oh, yeah, the $50. I thought you had a little bit more available. Ah, man, I would imagine hard eco, surely. Someone dropped for him in the next round.
That second kill onto the top boiler was sensational, and of course,
just kind of watching the minimap, see what the vibe is, really. What the moves are. Wolfie, oh, creeping around. The flash is perfect, but Wolfie had spotted it out, able to get it on the reactionary shot. Massive. If they come out from the long horse, though, this is kind of the one position that could work for them. Molly comes through, and they will be able to hide away from it. 20 seconds. Long smokes to try and fake it out, but xCloud not buying it. Ready and waiting. Great smoke for him to work with. Woxic's going to find two here. Oh, my goodness. It's an absolute bloodbath. Mank's the only one left. Can't get anything done.
You see how they choose to go for this round? We know this one is going to lead into the second half, and Wolfie punishes Woxic for the aggression, trying to peek behind the car, but Woxic...
However, this time around, Eternal Fire don't have anything up their sleeve with the A stack. Zutara isn't at Boiler, and he's only able to get one. xCloud slightly aggressive here. Ooh, will catch them on an awkward timing. Bird from Sky low. There goes the bomb. They were rotating back or something. They've overthought it. Emor on the backside has dropped Wolfie, and again, another great round slips away from ECSTATIC. 8-7 in favor of Eternal Fire, where it feels like there was no right. However, the rest of the squad also on Kevlar. This, indeed, is what I was expecting out of the full Kevlar. We got the push down middle.
Yeah, 5 on A as well. Nobody on towards B, so all the eggs in this basket, and Emor clicking head to the start. Calyx as well. 4 on 2 already. The aggression from ECSTATIC was bold. It was aggressive. It was hopeful, let's say, and it falls apart here. 1 on 3 now for Wolfie. Bomb just about. It seems most unlikely, and now he's giving up the information. Surely, Scriv.
Full Kevlar, which is not being damaged, and that therefore means you can get the head armor alongside it for only $350.
To remain in this quarterfinal. CT side of Inferno, they're going to get aggressive here on Banana. Both teams looking to get aggressive. Flashbang's too strong, and Calyx hits.
Really, really difficult. How do you approach things? How do you work your way back in? You've got limited utility. It's late enough into the round as well that pulling off aggression is going to be difficult. Nice touchdown nade in Banana, though. So we'll see. Push in at middle. You know, the bracket's presence, I would say, with only 2 players is somewhat ill-advised, but they're able to survive. They're able to make it out and give things a good go moving forwards. Wolfie finds xCloud. It is now Eternal Fire who are the ones getting flabbergasted.
Difficult position to be in. They're going to group up towards this long area. Fasher. He's the man tasked with defending. Peeking into the archway. He might have just spotted the barrel there. You might have an idea as Antares creeps his way in, swinging wide. And the Turkish powerhouse rips the head off Fasher. 1 player only now on B. Dafu is under huge pressure.
Absolutely. Looking terrifying here. We'll have to see. He is a little bit in an off angle. Does manage to find one. Needs that second, and he gets it. Emor now the only one left in the clutch. 20 seconds left against 3. Even getting the bomb down going to be somewhat of a challenge because there's really not enough space. He goes for the fake outs, but they are letting him get that plant in. He's going to go behind the fountain, and this is covered off. So they get the plant at the very least. Will he get out? No, he won't. Dafu with the big 3K. Massive for ECSTATIC, and once again, it is Dafu to deliver. The pin drop effect. I suppose in this game, it's the pins of the smokes, really. Pins of the mollies that are raining over right now from both sides. Wolfie. Aggressive angles, and Tara's not really giving him anything to work with. We get a wild push through the smoke there, and it does not work at all. The flash a little bit too late. They were more than ready on the ECSTATIC side to find those 2 openers.
As Eternal Fire try to work their way up short, Bird from Sky creeping closer and closer. Woxic is still posted up on that long side, and Bird from Sky soon to see the barrel as Woxic peeks back in. A bit of damage exchange is pretty awkward. Woxic posted up, but Antares actually comes back in time, so it was a nice kill. The problem is there's so many players in defense. 15 seconds. How do you round the bomb site? How do you get the bomb down here? Smoke is going to buy some space to play with, but 28 seconds remaining. They know where the plant is, and Manx doing work from Hit ECSTATIC.
Talk about their results as much as you possibly like, but they have a big following, Eternal Fire. Wolfie. Oh, key miss. And Immor will capitalize. Immediate headshot lands. And that is worst case scenario for ECSTATIC. And they've abandoned B. Oh. Smoke out towards long. Again, Eternal Fire looking to just draw a bit of attention. They're actually going to send Zentares over. He goes down very quickly. And they were already thinking of moving towards B anyway. So it maybe is not the best sacrifice. Smoke's coming in. They'll move very quickly off the back of them. Immor to take the head of Dafu clean off. 4 on 3. 10 seconds left. But the faces keep on coming through, trying to deny the bomb plant. It's so close. However, not going to be able to get it done. Manx also doing his best impression, and that is a key 12th round for Eternal Fire.
Going to delay this T offense. Flash is now starting to raid over. Bird from Sky goes close. What are you going to do, Eternal Fire? You're going to flash through this one. Indeed, they will. Bird from Sky under pressure, and he cannot connect. Fashion now behind the pillar. It's not a great position, and how on earth does Antares gets that frag? But considering the CT side money, I think their loss bonus is fairly low as well for good measure, and 5 players alive for Eternal Fire, lots of money in the bank, and look at the money here, Scrib for ECSTATIC.
And maybe what they're going to go for in the apartments as well.
Yeah, very aggressively here in towards Apps. 3 players here, just X-Floud on the T side, trying to gain some space. And he pays the price with no chance of a re-frag. All 4 remaining Eternal Fires players, they're stacked up on B. Surely they have to commit behind this. You can't go back A now after losing your sole player on that side of the map. They're going to commit behind it. Still behind New Box is Fasher. Forced out by the utility. Swarming the bomb site, though, these T-side players. Bird from Sky does somehow find one and stay alive. Early flank come in from Manx as well for good measure. So far from done yet, but Antares still chiming with more and more frags. Bomb gets planted, and ooh, how does he find that frag? How does Manx find that frag? 3 on 2, absolute chaos here on B.
Yeah, that is absolutely the important pivotal kill. We'll see whether they're able to capitalize off the back of it. Nade damage comes back through. The AWP going to be awkward to work with, and they do have a good position here on the Eternal Fire side of things. Antares trying to get the perfect timing, and he does find one, nearly catching off the second, but they will be able to deal with him just about. It is awfully close. A few more seconds in it, of course, there for the Turkish side. Oh, the smoke going to come in as well. Makes him feel safe, maybe, to bait a peek out. What's the game plan? Smokes, the flash, in for one. That's maybe all they need. Bird from Sky up close and personal. Going to get taken down, but Fasher was there quickly to trade, keeping the man advantage. Which way are we going here? Fasher a little bit stuck, able to make it round the corner. He's called for some support as well. Still so hard to call. Down he goes. Wolfie on the edge of the smoke. Going to look to deny the bomb plant. Able to do so. Drops away. There's not a lot of time, and they just about get it in. It does leave the players isolated. Calyx, though, will take out Wolfie on the reface. Antares drops Manx, and Dafu is the only one left against 2.
No money in the bank. He's got to go for this. No kit in play either. There's a few on the ground. Needs to recover those. Calyx behind New Box. Antares is very low, but he's in a good afterplant here. On towards Banana. Daffy, you've got to win this. Your money will be in the bin, and Calyx says...
Oh, nice nade damage to come in fairness. However, it is the rifles doing most of the damage. Woxic with 2. Dafu does trade one out, but it's looking good. Man advantage in. They're going to, softly press the attack on towards B, opting to move back to A. They know that ECSTATIC will be very, very, very tiptoey around, bouncing on their feet, really. Antares See the stats attached to him, indeed, seem to not want to leave the continuous frags round after round after round. So we'll see what the deal is, of course. They start to push up middle here. xFloud going to find Wolfie. Look how low they all are, though. The 5-7 could go massive here. Manx in for a double. They need to deal with this carefully. Nade comes down even to make life a little bit more awkward. The pre-fire there from Zentaris, again, able to bail them out. On plant will come through. Dafu through the smoke is finished. And Eternal Fire are the first team to move forwards to the semi-finals.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel